Imagine a golden age when gods walked the earth, their rivalries shaping the fate of cities and mortals alike. At the heart of these tales stands Athena, goddess of wisdom, craft, and heroic battle. Tonight we explore three intertwined myths that define her legacy: her miraculous birth from Zeus's head, her contest with Poseidon for Athens, and her fearsome punishments of Medusa and Arachne. The birth of Athena. When Zeus claimed dominion over Olympus, he found himself drawn to the wise and graceful Titaness Metis. She fled him by shifting shapes, from stream to bird to beast, but Zeus, fearing the oracle that Metis would bear a son more powerful than himself, finally tricked her into remaining. Then, in a moment of cruel calculation, Zeus swallowed his pregnant wife. The hidden child grew within him, and soon Zeus was struck by a thunderous headache. Hephaestus, or, in some versions, Prometheus, split the kingly skull with an axe. From the gash sprang Athena, fully armed and grown, a warrior in bronze breastplate, shield gleaming, aegis around her shoulders. Zeus beamed with pride, for this daughter embodied both his own strength and Metis's cunning. Though the prophecy of a second child went unfulfilled, Athena would become his favorite, wise, fair, and ever vigilant. The contest for Athens. Far below Olympus lay Attica, ruled by King Cecrops, half serpent, half man. His city perched atop a rocky hill, eager for a divine protector. Poseidon, proud god of the sea, struck the ground with his trident and summoned a saltwater spring, promising seaborne power and naval supremacy. He stood dripping, triumphant, inviting the mortals to worship him. Moments later, Athena arrived. She planted her spear tip in the soil, and from it sprang the olive tree, symbol of peace, nourishment, and prosperity. Its fruit and oil would feed families, light lamps, and bring wealth. The citizens debated fiercely. Sailors and fishermen favored Poseidon, farmers and artisans sided with Athena. Women prized the olive's gifts, men envied the ocean's bounty. When discord threatened to tear the city apart, Zeus intervened and convened the gods on Olympus. With male gods rallying for Poseidon and goddesses for Athena, Zeus abstained. Athena won by a single vote. Henceforth the city was named Athens in her honor. A grand temple crowned its heights, while further afield a shrine to Poseidon stood at Cape Saunion, a gesture of respectful balance. Medusa's tragedy. In the temple of Athena, Medusa once served as the chaste and beautiful priestess. Her hair shone like spun gold, her presence drew worshippers from all corners of Greece. But divine attention can provoke envy. Poseidon, intoxicated by her beauty, pursued her along the seashore. Desperate, Medusa fled into Athena's sanctuary, only to be seized and violated before the sacred statue. Athena's grief turned to wrath, yet not against Poseidon, whose nature she deemed beyond her power to punish. Instead she cursed Medusa, transforming her hair into writhing serpents and making her gaze a weapon that turned onlookers to stone. Stricken with shame, Medusa fled to a distant island, where warriors sent to slay her became marble statues. Finally, Perseus, aided by Athena's polished shield as a mirror, cleaved Medusa's head. From her blood sprang Pegasus, the winged steed, and Chrysaor, the golden-sword hero. Athena bore Medusa's head on her aegis, a grim emblem warning all of the consequences of divine jealousy and mortal pride. Arachne's challenge. In Lydia, a humble weaver named Arachne honed her art until her tapestries rivaled the finest works in the world. Word of her skill reached Athena. Disguised as an old woman, the goddess warned Arachne to temper her pride. But Arachne defiantly proclaimed her craft superior even to that of the goddess. Athena revealed herself and challenged the mortal to a weaving contest. Athena wove scenes of her own triumphs, battles with the giants, the contest for Athens, the birth of Pandora. Arachne, with fearless artistry, depicted the gods' scandals, Zeus's seductions, Hera's jealousies, Poseidon drowning a ship of sailors. The tapestries glowed with detail and daring truth. Infuriated by Arachne's audacity and the perfection of her work, Athena destroyed the mortal's loom and struck her head with a shuttle. Overwhelmed by shame, Arachne hanged herself. Yet Athena's heart softened. She transformed the girl into a spider, granting her eternal life at her loom, spinning webs that mirrored her once unmatched skill. Through these myths, Athena reveals the paradox of divinity: birth through violence, protection born of competition, wisdom entwined with vengeance. She stands as goddess of civilization, arts, justice, and strategic war, yet she can be as unforgiving as any warrior when her honor is challenged. In Athens, her olive tree endures. In legends, her spear and aegis endure. In the stories of Medusa and Arachne, her power to elevate and to punish is laid bare. Their lessons echo today. Wisdom demands humility, gifts bring responsibility, and the line between protector and avenger is often as thin as a tapestry's thread. If you've enjoyed this exploration of Athena's greatest myths, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell, so you won't miss our next journey into the world's most enduring legends.